Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have Believing, Believed, Believes. I had to make sure I was getting the order of that right. What a ridiculous name for a song, and I immediately love it. This was requested by Schwazoom on the last comment section, but I have seen so many times through past comment sections and plenty of replies on Schwazoom's comment saying I should listen to this one, so I'm going to. It actually wasn't the highest voted of all of them. I think Ad Astro was, but it is definitely up there in sheer number of people saying listen to Believed, so I'm going to. Without further ado, let's go. Whoopsies, wrong audio source. I'm stupid little bitch. All right, more poppy. Loving the clean guitar. The additional vocals in there too, very subtle. Ooh, what a hook. Don't mind me vibing. I love how wide those backing vocals are. This is a very well produced track. The crack of that snare is even perfect. It's like, it's not too harsh, definitely not too muddy. It's right smack dab in the middle of like a perfect snare. I'm gonna be humming this for the rest of the week, I swear. It's one of those songs that's so well spaced out with all the instruments. Everything is layered so smoothly, and there's not too much going on. Ooh. Got that pass on the snare. Build in for one more. Ooh. That was a nice build. God, this belongs on the radio, 100%. Ooh. I like the way everything kind of dances out of the song on that fade. That was really nice. Another song that's going to be added to my daily playlist for sure. All right, so we have a resurgence of amazing talent on this song. David Lynn, Erik Castro, Sophie Gold coming back. I remember hearing her voice on Beautiful and Lovely. I recognized the name immediately. I love her voice. It's so smooth. And now it all makes sense. This is a great team. This is an insanely strong pop team. Like I was saying during the song, a lot of love to that guitar part. That clean guitar is so subtle. It's so smooth. It's just clean. I mean, it's in the title of what the instrument is, a clean guitar. It's so smooth. I loved the sound of it, the way that it just kind of echoes just right. There's just enough reverb on it. It doesn't kind of wash out in the mix at all. That snare, again, just beautiful snare work. It just fits so well. It was so well placed into that mix. The lyrics on this one, which I know have got to be David's work, he does so well with landing really, really nice phrasing on pop songs like this, especially. There's just something about the way he writes that feels so firm with his lyricism, and this song definitely does that yet again. Another amazing work, yet another banger from Arknights and the whole team. Wow. I can't stop geeking out about it. And I would love so much for the opportunity to talk to Erik about his music and the way he writes and produces. It's so clean and clear. Everything about it is just so smooth. And for the record, I have reached out to Erik through David, but he seems to be kind of shy about wanting to do an interview, which I 100% get. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with an interview either. I'm going to let him have his time. If he does or doesn't want to have an interview with me, by all means, that's completely his choice. But nonetheless, his work is fantastic. I would just love the opportunity to talk to him and break things down a little bit, see some more behind the scenes on some of those productions, because it's so clean. It's so good. Erik, let me talk to you. No pressure, but get a hold of me. And this really is an A team with Sophie Gold in there. Just David's lyricism, Sophie's voice, Erik's production, it all marries so well in the center. There's something so clean about her voice. It's just got the perfect resonance to it. It's smooth. It fits the song. There's that word again. I'm going to say the word smooth so many times I'm going to turn into Santana, I swear. Part of me also wonders if David wasn't a producer, at least in part, for this song as well. I know he's pretty familiar with those pop sounds and probably could have added some to this song if he didn't. But it's also, I know that he's mostly a top liner for these and writes the lyrics almost exclusively, so I would definitely understand him just being the lyricist for this song. Part of me just wonders if there isn't a song out there that has David and Erik both working on a pop song. I really wonder what it's like to hear both of them just shotgun back and forth some ideas off each other's walls, and what would result in that. There might be a song out there. I might have heard it already. There are a lot of things in this production that remind me of Operation Ash Ring when it comes to the general production of it. The way he handles the vocals, the way he handles the overall sound, just kind of engulfing the head. That's something that I've almost always picked out with Erik's music. It's so wide, it's broad, it sits you right in the middle of the mix, and you can hear all of this space around you being affected by the sound of each sample and melody and harmony. In this one, it was a lot of that guitar. There was a lot of plucking that just kind of floated around the front center, but the vocals were also beautifully mixed in there and almost felt like they were in the back center, like kind of floating around back here somewhere. And it's so encompassing. It's so immersive. Erik's production techniques are so far above me. I'm finding it hard to find things to talk about because I've never made a song like this and therefore have never really experienced how you would do that. He's just great at panning is really all I can say. His panning is insanely clean, and there's that word again. I cannot get away from it. That's really what the epitome of this song is. It's just Erik Castro is Mr. Clean. That's all I've got to say, I suppose. And to focus a little bit more on the lyrics too, David, again with the lyricism here, he balances consonants and vowels so well. There's never really a phrase of any of the lyrics in any song he's ever written that feels like it's dangling, that it doesn't go anywhere, or it feels like it stops on a weird floating edge that just doesn't have a resolution lyrically. But there's just such a punch to the way he writes. Everything feels so poignant. And I think a lot of that is because of the way that he phrases consonant ends, and everything just kind of locks in at the end of every phrase. Some musicians, some lyricists like to leave things end on like dangling phrases to start a new one with like a connecting word, and those always feel weird to me. Just I like things ending on like a period, you know, you don't have like a dangling sentence in between two different thoughts, because when you're writing to a melody, you kind of have to keep that in track, and sometimes what you want to say might be a little too much for the space you have. You have to break the sentence up, and then it feels clunky to me. And it's just really obvious with songs like this, the pure lyrical precision that David has. It really shines in songs like these. I love every single song he's ever written lyrics for. And like, yeah, everybody kind of memes on Fake Waves, but all in all, it wasn't a bad song. We talked about that during the interview I had with him as well. It's not that it's a bad song, it's just that it was kind of in a weird limbo. This song isn't a limbo at all, it's just brilliant top to bottom. But before I say the word clean about 5 more times, I'm gonna end it here. So thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you for letting me get to this one. This was an insane recommendation, and I'm mad I haven't heard it yet. It's been out for like 2 months or so, and somehow I haven't gotten to it, despite it being this great. Maybe that's just because I've only received comments about it recently because it's newish, but I digress. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any other songs you want me to get to, leave them down in the comments below, and I will do my best. I know I have quite a few from Arknights now, thanks to the comments on the last video, to get to, but if you got anything else, let me know. And otherwise, if you just like this video and you like hearing me yap about music stuff and getting all excited like the dork I am, then you know how to follow me and support me, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!